What's up, boys and girls? Welcome back to another video. So today was a very small red day for your boy. So the ticker that I traded was right here, SUNE, and I took a very small $87 loss. Overall net P&L for the day is minus 116 because of the execution fees right here with the prop firm. Ended up getting in at 1016. Did not sell until 254. So I held this piece of shit for all day today. However, this was a very high probability setup. And to be honest with you, this right here could have easily have been close to a $700 loss. Actually, most of you watching this video would have taken a $700 loss on this stock right here. And I'm going to show you exactly how I avoided that. So this is the part where you get your paper and your pen and you dial in. And if you're brand new to the channel and you're like, who the hell is this guy? Why should I listen to him? My name is Andrew, guys. And here over the past 14 months, I have backtested over 3,335 fucking penny stock breakouts. And look at me, guys. The reason why I do this, let me make myself full screen here, is because I don't like gambling with my hard fucking money. I work hard for my money, and you do too. So when you go to trade, a lot of times trading can feel like gambling if you don't have a proven system, a proven strategy. And for me, I don't want to trade off of emotions and intuition. I want to trade off of cold, hard fucking data, cold, hard numbers. And it's what so many of you are currently missing inside of your trading. So that's why I took it upon myself in January of last year that I was going to track every single one of my fucking setups and I wasn't going to cherry pick. All right. So what you see right here is a dashboard that I created. I created this software, guys, and I'm super fucking proud of it. So you can see right here the amount of trades that I've tracked, 3,335. And up here at the top, you can see all the different variables that I've tracked as well. Time of day, free float, market cap, what the next 5-minute candle did, day of the week, country, etc. Guys, I'm going to go over a lot of this in this video because every trade that I take, I base it off of historical data, okay? So there was a reason why I took this trade, and I'm going to go over it by simply just showing you exactly what I filtered through inside of my dashboard, okay? And speaking of that, by the way, guys, if you guys are trading with over $10,000 in your portfolio, I would absolutely fucking love to teach you over 6 setups that have a 70% plus win rate. To give you an example, guys, actually, let me go ahead and pull that up. So this is called the 1-minute green light special right here. So let me go ahead and pull that up for you. It's loading. And this bad boy right here, over the past 102 trades, 71 of those have run for at least 15% with a 69% win rate. And, you know, for you guys that are trading with 20,000 plus inside of your portfolio, the max amount of trades that you would have taken in one day, you can actually pull that up in the software right here, is 3 trades in one day. This is like a more rare setup. It doesn't happen very often. And that was actually only one time. Most days you're only taking 2 trades, which means you can get very aggressive in your position size if you're still in a cash account, which means if you had like a $20,000 portfolio, you could very easily go into these setups with a $10,000 position. And if you would have, I've been tracking this since August, then you would have made over $44,500 here over the past 8 months. Now, with that said, guys, make sure you read the disclaimer. I'm not promising you're going to get those results. I can't say what it did over the past months is going to do for the next 8 months as well. However, what I can tell you is that this strategy right here has been profitable every single fucking month except for 1 month. October 2025, it was slightly unprofitable. Every other month, at the end of the month, if you would have only taken these setups, every single month would have been profitable. And I know a lot of you would fucking love this information. So if you're trading with over $10,000, I would love to take you on as a one-on-one student. And if you guys are under $5,000, then guys, you should be interested in possibly looking at a prop firm. So I'm currently doing a prop firm challenge right now, and this is really great for anybody who has less than $5,000 because inside of the stock market, you do need to trade with money in order to make money. Don't believe the fugazi bullshit. You can turn $100 into $100 million now. No, the fuck you can't, all right? You need some extra capital, and a prop firm is a way that you can get some extra capital, and I'm currently putting my strategy to the test to see here over the next 12 weeks if I can take an evaluation, turn that into a funded account, and get my very first payout. So already had a couple students sign up, guys. If you have under 5K, you can click the link down below. Also, if you have over 10K, make sure you apply for one-on-one training. You can book a call with me down below. So let's get into the sauce today, and I want to go over exactly why I took SUNE. Okay, so if you guys are following along, a couple things here. Number one, first and foremost, this is Webull platform, so I make all of my decisions based off the candles on Webull, and I want to make it very, very clear, guys, that your candles may look different than mine if you do not pay for level 2 data and you don't pay for NBBO. Okay, so if you take a look over here in the top right hand corner, order book is level 2. I paid $10 per month for level 2 data, and this is NBBO, which is National Best Bid and Offer, which gives me very up-to-date information, and it gives me the exact open and closes. Okay, so if you don't pay for those 2 things, I pay $13 per month. Your candles may look a little bit different than mine, and I highly recommend if you guys are using Webull, you're using level 2 data and you're using NBBO. Okay, now the ticker is going to be up here in the top left hand corner, And the time frame that I'm currently on, guys, is on the 5-minute time frame, if you can see it right here in the background, okay? So let's go ahead and dive straight into it. So on the 5-minute time frame, so today I actually traded from the beach. I'll put some videos up here of me kind of trading from the beach. I wanted to get out of the house and fucking see nature. It gets the fucking heart pumping, it gets the juices flowing. I had a margarita in my hand. It was beautiful. Anyway, I got to the beach at around 8:30. My trading session today was going to be from 9 to 11 a.m. because historically speaking, around 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. is typically the best time to trade consistently most of my setups. So for me, I got to the beach at around 8:30 and I started mapping everything out between 8:30 and 9 a.m. So when I sit down at the computer, I see that this stock, SUNE, it was on the top gainers list, and we made this pop all the way up here to around 191. So I already have my breakout level set at 191. I right click, I created an alert, and I had an alert set if we broke through that level. And then right at 9 a.m., we break above that level, and this 5-minute candle right here closes above that level, okay? For me, this is a trigger. This signifies a breakout, okay? So once this 5-minute candle closes, that triggers, okay, this is now a breakout. This is exactly what I track. And then for me, one of the big things that I track is what happens to the next 5-minute candle. Does the next 5-minute candle close green, or does the next 5-minute candle close red? And one of the biggest direct correlations to if a stock is going to run big or not is what happens to that next 5-minute candle. So I filtered by a couple things right here: time range, free float, market cap. Watch what happens here. So this is when the second 5-minute candle closes red. 15 out of 54 of these stocks with this market cap, with this free float, ran for 15%. So only 27 fucking percent of those actually popped for 15%. Now watch what happens when I put that the next 5-minute candle closes green. 76%, 30 out of 39 ran for 15%. That second 5-minute candle closing red or green has a massive direct correlation to how far a stock is going to run, right? So I know for a fact, it's like, okay, if a stock is very shaky at the breakout level, there's a very high probability that it's going to just continue to take a shit and it's not going to give you a big pop. Now, with that being said, obviously it's not 100%. About 27% of the time, they are going to turn around and they're going to make a pop. And that's exactly what SUNE did. So I was super fine not taking this original breakout right here with that second 5-minute candle closing red. Now, the way these penny stocks work, if they have a free float below 10 million, they're more likely to make bigger moves to the upside and bigger moves to the downside. So the thing with a free float below 10 million is once these penny stocks get moving in one direction, it's really hard to stop and reverse them, okay? So this thing made this big pop up to $2.26. So when I just kind of drag my rectangle from here to here, I can easily see that's a 16% move, almost a 17% move. So I'm going to come back to my dashboard and show you something. So when I saw that at market open, the first thing that I thought of was like, okay, this one popped for 15%. What's the likelihood that this thing continues to run? Because it's got some momentum to the upside. And I saw that with this time frame between 8 to 9, with a free float 1 to 10, market cap 1 to 10, that out of the 15 that ran for 15%, 11 of those also ran for 30%, which is 70%. Okay, so I knew, historically speaking, there's been about a 70% chance that these stocks continue to run and they go for an additional 15% on top of that. So coming back to Webull, here's how I map this out, guys. So clicking on Webull here, I'm like, okay, so 15%, we already hit that. So what's the next level up? Next level up is going to be 30% from that original entry, which is up here at around 250 to 252. So right here, we get this big move down at 945. And there's actually less selling volume in this candle, even though it's kind of like we kind of fell off a cliff right here. So this is when I really start to pay attention, because I know the lower the free float, the more the volatility. Like just because this stock pulls back right here does not mean it's not going to curl and end up making a bigger move. So I really start watching it right here at around 950, 955. I'm being patient. And then we start to curl right here at the beginning of this 5-minute candle. And then this is where I hop in right here. And I hopped in right at $1.98. Now, as you can see, we pull back here for the next 15 minutes. And then this is when we get this pop right here. And I'm thinking that we're going to make the big move up here. We're going to go hit TP. My TP was up here at 250, right? Unfortunately, we start to roll over right here. And my trading session today was supposed to be from 9 a.m. to 11. So right here at 11 a.m., I shut the fucking charts off because I've already done my job. I've got my stop loss set. I got my take profit set. I used a 15% stop loss. So my stop loss was down here at like 160, okay? And I put all of this inside of the community as well. If you want to work with me, if you want to be a student of mine, you'll have access to live trading sessions. You'll be able to see all of my entries and everything, okay? So at right here at 11 a.m., dude, I closed the fucking charts, okay? And this is so important because so many of you just continue to watch the charts and you watch every single 1 minute candle and every single 5 minute candle, and then you let emotions cloud your judgment. Comment down below if you can relate to this, because this stock ends up taking a shit all the way down to 173. And actually, I remember where my stop loss was at. It was at 169. So look how close we got to my stop loss right here. And then fortunately enough for me, I wasn't watching any of this. Like, I was fine. I was like, if this ends up being a loser, it is what it is. But like, I'm not going to move my stop loss. I'm not going to move my take profit. Like, I'm sticking to the plan. I'll come back near the end of the day and I'll see where we're at. Okay. So I end up leaving the beach. I come back home, and then around like 2:30, in between 3 o'clock, is when I sit down. And when I sit down at the computer, I can see that we're all the way back up to that level again of where I first entered. And I was like, holy shit, I'm glad I wasn't watching the charts. All right. So basically, we get this pop up to 210, and then after that, we just start chopping sideways going into 3 o'clock. And as we're chopping sideways, I'm like, okay, like, I'm not going to sit here and watch it for the next hour. So what I did was I took my stop loss, I put it up right here to like 195, and sure enough, this candle comes down, wicks down, kicks me out for a very small loss, and then as you can see, it just continued to chop sideways. So we never ended up getting that big move up, but I'm taking that trade 10 times out of 10. So because, like, if you think about it, what was my risk to reward? Why did I take that trade? I got in at 198, which means my reward, if this stock goes up, is around close to 25 to 30%. All right. And my risk, what I was risking, was only 15%. So I have a 1 to 2 risk to reward. I'm risking 15% to possibly go for 30%. And there was a 70% fucking chance that it was going to go back up there. So I'm always taking that trade 10 times out of 10. Today, it didn't work out in my favor. It is what it is. It was a very small loss. We move on to the next day. Tomorrow's Friday. So plan to crush it tomorrow. Didn't really see other opportunities outside of SUNE. It was a pretty dry day today. So I'm interested to know, comment down below, what tickers did you guys trade? If you guys want to be trained by me one-on-one, I am actively taking on students now. I would love to trade some of you greedy little bastards. So click the links down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.